Everybody, I'm Megan McCormick with Goggins Real Estate, and I am here to talk to Georgie about the history of Miss Flo's Diner, which is deep and rich.
That is for sure. So the diner was across the street when it was first built in 1941. It was right across the street. Later that same year, it moved here on October 25th of 1941. So the old girl is turning 80 this year.
Woohoo! Big party.
Big, huge party. It's in October. Hopefully by then the pandemic is not here anymore.
Yes.
So it's been in continuous operation. I'm the fourth owner. I bought the diner April of 2018. So obviously the pandemic is kicking my ass right now.
Yes.
Bye, Steve.
Did you do the
Yes. You're all done. What? Yesterday.
Okay.
Yesterday.
I can crop that out.
That's
No
okay.
problem.
I'm always working.
Always working. And that's good. I mean, as you were just saying to me, usually on a Thursday this place will be packed.
Right.
And as we can see, it's a lot of emptiness.
There is, and it's been declining pretty steadily over the last couple weeks.
Yep.
Which is
okay. You're okay. It's this is your life and your passion. I understand, and it means so much, which is why we're doing this video to save the old girl. I grew up here. This, 1970 I was born in. This is where you come. Miss Flo's is it.
It is, and we are that hub for people, which, right now it seems like I have my regulars here more. My dentists and all of them come, and we've been talking politics a lot for the last few weeks. And we actually had to put a moratorium of no more politics at the diner because it is one of those things that people are very passionate
about. The conversation heightens a little too quickly.
Yeah, it does. It does. So we've been pretty. Bye, Kate. We have been open continuously since the pandemic. We never closed.
Right.
We did get shut down for, 13 weeks. I was trying to remember if it's 13 or 14 weeks for takeout only.
Yep.
And I did do a lot of delivery driving to some of my regulars who I hadn't seen or who they don't talk to people.
Right.
And if you're someone that just stays home and doesn't talk to anyone, I think it does a lot to your mental health. So I and a couple of my employees went around and we did that.
You were a lifeline to a lot of people who felt isolated during the pandemic.
Right, we did too.
Still during the pandemic,
I mean, they come in, if they don't come here, they don't go anywhere.
Right.
So it's important. So the diner is that community for a lot of folks.
Absolutely.
Especially if they're single or widowers. We have a lot of widowers.
Yeah.
Widowers?
Both.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know how that word works. So we have a lot of them, and I like to make sure that they're taken care of.
Yeah.
So it's important. I do believe in our community. The little downtown of Florence is always pretty hopping. Today it's kind of quiet out there.
Yeah, I think it's quiet everywhere.
It is, and
sad.
I believe that. I am a board member with the Florence Civics and Business Association, which is a good way to become really ingrained and involved in town. We do a lot of fun, wacky things. I get to dress up as a elf.
I saw that.
A candy cane, and what else did we have? The snowman, and we do all of that. We did socially distant. See you later, Steve. We did socially distant trunk or treating. Over at the FCBA, so that was a lot of fun. I just believe in the community, and I think it's important that we.
You're a huge supporter. When all of it first went out, you were one of the few people who not only were open to it, you donated. Even when you were struggling, you were giving to people, which a lot of businesses, I mean, I'm sure it was hard for you, but you care so much about our community and the people in it that you opened your doors to them, you opened your life to them, and your kitchen, most importantly,
And I like to cook.
Yeah.
So especially during stressful times like this, I've been doing a lot of cooking and eating. Like I was talking about my, a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
That's okay.
So really, Barstool Sports is the group that is putting together this grant that's helping businesses get through this.
Yeah.
And what I would do if I got the grant would be to pay my rent, because I have a landlord that is running a business.
Yeah.
He can't let me slide on that, and if he could, I'm sure he would, but he can't. So that would be able to take the edge off. It's not a huge amount.
Yeah.
But it is a huge amount when you don't have a lot to take from your checking account.
Right. When your business is empty.
When it's empty, and we've lost almost $400,000 in business between
Wow.
2019 and 2020. When you look at numbers like that, it's sickening.
Yeah.
It's sickening. We would have hit almost $1 million this year if we stayed on the path that we were on,
Yeah.
we're trending towards. So that's hard.
Yeah, and I don't think like me, I knew everyone, I know people are hurting. We've got businesses closing permanently or I didn't know that it was quite that. Like, I don't know the back end of it.
Yeah.
So,
It's huge. It's a lot of money.
yeah. Wow.
It's almost $500,000.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, so you know, we've managed to keep my staff.
Yep.
Is still here. You know, a couple people have made the decision to leave on their own.
Yep.
Angie, one of our old timers, she retired and found a new job because she was almost 60.
Yep.
And now is doing something that's more suited for that. And
Right.
then we have some people that have family at home that could not be in this kind of environment
Okay.
because of germs and things like that.
Yeah.
So otherwise, we've kept everyone. You know, maybe not at full-time, full hours, but we're
When
as
you can.
close to as what we can get to.
Right. Okay.
Right now, obviously with business, I can't afford
Yeah.
to have people here with not paying them.
Right.
So,
Right. So the grant
but-
is super important to
It is.
keeping our old Miss Flows up and running
Yes.
continuously.
Yes, and until everyone gets the vaccine, if they're going to get it,
Yep.
or it magically disappears.
I don't know.
We've got to do something because
Okay.
I don't want to lose the diner and
No
everything
one
I've
wants to
invested.
see this diner go. I mean, from the townies, from us who, you know, families are many generations here.
We have a lot of kids that come in. It's kind of cute.
Yeah.
So this is the diner. It's an original 1941 Worcester car. Obviously, it's been added on to a little bit over the years. I
Yeah.
am, like I said before, the fourth owner.
Yep.
The first Alexander family had it for 35 years.
Something like
45
that.
years,
Gosh.
a long time.
Yeah.
And then the last two owners, the last owner had her for 18, and
Yeah.
then the owner in between, and now me.
And now you,
So-
and we hope that this is like a forever.
I
kinda-
hope so.
Yeah.
She's a good girl. It's taken a lot to get her cleaned up again, but she's there. So that's my plea. I need some money. Help me out.
She's classic. We can't lose her. I mean, look at the jukeboxes. These are my favorite things as a kid. I was that kid who pushed all the buttons.
Pushed all the buttons, yes.
Right.
And people still push
all the buttons.
Yes.
We want to keep pushing buttons. So
Yes.
we
If you
would
can,
love-
we'll take the grant. I'll be happily able to pay my rent, and I would desperately, I guess, definitely appreciate it.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thanks.
Good.
Thanks.